Oh, thank God you're here. It's just so good to see you. Let's talk downstairs. Cozy as this place is, there's someone I'd like you to meet. We really went overboard with this place. Feel free to look around.
War never changes. In 1776, this great nation accepted that armed conflict was the only way to preserve our rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. If our founding fathers could only see us now. From Antietam to Amiens, Okinawa to Anchorage, we have fought. And now, the Red Menace is at our doorstep. Democracy itself is under threat of annihilation. That is why today, July 4th, 2076, 300 years after our great nation began, we gather together to honor the completion of Vault 76. This sprawling underground shelter may have been engineered by Vault-Tec, but it was built by you, the good people of America, so that if the bombs do come, if the end does come, our way of life will endure. But not everyone will be saved. Those chosen to enter this vault must be our best and our brightest. For when the fighting is stopped and the fallout has settled, you must rebuild. Not just walls, not just buildings, but hearts and minds, and ultimately, America itself. So as we stand here today, we pray that the world will know peace. But if that is not our destiny, if war must come, we stand together knowing that here in Vault 76, our future begins.
Good morning, Vault 76. This is the Overseer. I hope you all enjoyed the party last night, even those who may have overindulged And overslept? But it's time to get up and get out there. We've been locked away long enough. Today is Reclamation Day. It may be time to leave, but I'll never forget the day you all entered Vault 76. You come from every walk of life, every race, color, and creed. But you all share one very important trait. You are this country's best and brightest. But more importantly, you'll always be my family. You have been tasked with nothing less than the rebuilding of America. Such a huge responsibility. Just know that Vault-Tec is proud of you. I
Hello?
am proud of you.
At last! Today is your... I bet you're just...
I've got my own mission. Out there.
Excellent. The kiosks have valuable... Best get cracking!
Signing off.
Message repeats in 24 hours.
Lots of water out there, almost all of
System
them undoubtedly irradiated. When in doubt, boil it out. Be on constant alert for the clickety-click of your Pip-Boy's built-in radiation meter. It must be terrifying leaving this warm, secure vault for a hostile wilderness. You must all go through that giant vault door alone. Unless, of course, you're next to someone else. Which I recommend, actually. You do remember the whole point of Reclamation Day? Reclaiming Appalachia? Remember one of Vault-Tec's many, many mottos. Hard work is happy work. Teamwork. It's what built America. Built me.
Overseer's log, or should I say, direct communication. Be- Overseer's log, or should I say, direct communication. Because whoever is listening to this had the moxie to try to find out where I've gone. But I'm glad you did. Truth is, I need your help. I've been given a task and I've decided to break protocol and tell you what it is. Because if there's one thing I've learned in these past few years, it's that we need to rely on each other. There were 3 active nuclear silos in Appalachia before the bombs fell. They blew up the world before. We can't let it happen again. So we've got to locate and secure all of the silos. Or die trying. Hopefully the former. But it's been 25 years. I just don't know what we're gonna find out there. Or where to start. My directive was to go to the nearest population center and assess the situation. I'll set up a camp on the way once I get my bearings. Find me there.
Well, look at you. Fresh from the can and not a speck of dirt on you. Best watch your step around here. Figured you Vaulties weren't done cooking yet. Guess I was wrong. Already interrogated the last Vaulty to come out of that hole. Sounds like there's nothing down there for me, though. Saves me the trouble of breaking in. Oh, just a working man passing through. This fella here had a price on his head. Thought he'd run far enough. He hadn't. Slow down there, cowboy. Buy a fella dinner first. Let's just say I'm currently residing in Burning Springs. Across the river in what used to be Ohio. Well, that's the name the locals use these days. Burned clean away after the war. Not like here. Might have been an improvement. Or maybe it was the bombs, maybe something else. Nothing but rock, sand, and poison dust now. An opportunity. If you got the stones for it. Got a half-assed town out there, though. Highway town. At least they've got a decent bar. Well, you got a map on that fancy Pip-Boy of yours? I'll point it out. If you're inclined, there's a bridge out by Point Pleasant. You might even survive the experience. Plenty of work out there, if you don't mind killing. But make it quick. I'm getting bored fast. Well, he was dead the moment they put a bounty on his sorry ass. This just happens to be where we concluded our business. Bingo! Got it in one. Run a little business out in Burning Springs from a saloon called The Last Resort. I farm some of it out to independent operators. I keep the fun ones for myself. If you're interested, find me there. I got a feeling you might be cut out for this sort of thing. Hell if I know. So long as the caps and the bounty end up in my pocket, pay for the chems in my lungs, I don't much care what they did. But make it quick. This brain ain't for picking. Plenty of local. I could, if you...
Sir, those young ladies down there, they seem exceedingly alive. They haven't yet made any untoward advances, but perhaps you could speak to them? Verify their intentions are civil? Only that they appear to have some vested interest in accessing the vault. One seemed quite perturbed when I told them that wouldn't be happening, but I'm not sure if she believed me. Only that they appear. One seemed... I've been keeping watch here long. I'm sorry to say it. Well, only that they appear...
To be a way in there. Maybe... a vault dweller? Hey there! Whoa! Whoa! Just a friend here, not a threat. Just had some questions for you. You came out of the vault, right? I thought it was empty. Wait, is the door still open? My partner and I need a way into that vault. We got a tip from the Wayward. Heard of the place? A new bar down the road. So this guy told us that...
After you gave him the last of our caps?
And he said that inside that vault is the... You know, that's where the big one is. Our last chance to turn our lousy luck around. Wait, what?
Ay, pendeja. He's jerking you around, Lacey. Face it. We got scammed.
But those were the last of our caps. No. Someone has to know something. We're just gonna stick it out until we find them.
Wonderful.
Look, thanks for... whatever. Now, unless there was something you needed... I certainly could, but since you decided to yank our chain... Mm-hmm. But...
Always wanted to retire in the forest somewhere. Listen, kiddo, the world's a cruel place. Pick up some family where you can. It helps. I know, you're thinking, I've seen you before, right? You recognize this mug, don't you? Normal, kid. I know. Oh, my. We got ourselves... Ever since the war, I've been sort of scrapped. I have enough time to... And...
Hello there, stranger. Where'd you come ambling in from? All right, well, I won't press you on it. Not my place to poke and prod. I'm an outsider myself, in a manner of speaking, and it's making my job a tad difficult. Oh, excuse me. Let me introduce myself. Name's Lane Platt. I'm with the Responders. We're a band of self-titled do-gooders around these parts. Appalachia's filling up fast, and we're trying to keep everyone hale and healthy and off each other's throats. Well, isn't that a darn shame? Now, the world could use more do-gooders by my estimation. Now, there's a lot going on in this neck of the woods, more than I can tackle myself. You got ferocious beasts roaming the forest, creepy cult moving into the caves, and all manner of people about ready to go to war with one another. All that is to say, I could use a hand, and I'd be willing to pay you for yours. What do you think? I did say that you would be duly compensated. That much is only fair. Let's see what's going on today. The forest is a dangerous place. Not compared to other regions, mind you, but let's not lose sight of the facts. To make it safer for new settlements, we've been clearing out dangerous critters and using the meat to feed people in need. If you could go retrieve the meat from our traps, I will happily compensate you. If our trappers have done their jobs right, the coast should be clear, but I wouldn't rule it out. I appreciate your help. Stay safe out there. Happy hunting.
Lumberjack. Protectron cuts down trees, but does not require punch or laboratory.
Oh, hello. They're great. We're great. They more than... They're selfless and fearless and they, use a lot of supplies. And don't get many, but, they manage any. I'm the quartermaster. I count them. I wanted to be a doctor. Me? Free time? Oh no. I came in from the north with Paige, but I wanted... only, they couldn't. Or You really know how to... Stressed? It's... Serenity. Wait, was it 6? Yeah, I'm not sure.
Patty won't stand a chance with you on the job. Patty won't stand a chance with you on the job.
Must chop wood forever. Lumberjack Protectron does not want to lose lumberjack job to cheap human labor. Protect and Serve.
Lady, I will paint the walls with you if you don't tell me where Crane's treasure is right now!
Sweetheart, I think you must be sick. Because... Honey, you picked the wrong time to get a drink.
What are you? Hey! Who the hell are you? What are you... Shit. Jammed. Fine. But none of us are going anywhere till I get what I want. So just start talking and we can all go about our...
I told you it was gonna end badly. Now, I'm hoping you're here to have a drink and play nice. I've had a gun pointed at me more than enough for one day. Huh. Well, not exactly the introduction to the Wayward I would have hoped for. Well, sorry about that, darling. First round's on me. Name's Duchess. There's something I could do for you. Your guess is as good as mine, sweetheart. He busted in here saying I needed to turn over the location of some fellow named Crane, who I guess I must have served at some point or another. Since then, a steady stream of miscreants has been making my life irritating. Not exactly good for a budding business. Now that you mention it... See? But I want him to be the... Normally, but I'm willing to pay good. So... $50 caps if you can get the job done. I don't care how you deal with them. Whatever you can do. 75's as high as I'll go. And that's what I... Now, each of these boys, how would you grab? Sure thing, Captain. We're gonna draw these boys in by making them think you're Crane. Just give me 1 second. Okay, I think I'll just... I just want you to know, architecture ain't exactly my forte. Huh, not half bad. So what I've chicken-scratched together here for you is the schematic for one custom-made Crane Treasure Hunting Inc. sign. If I didn't butcher the plans too bad, it's got a little system built in that'll make sending out an advertisement and getting this gang's attention a snap. You just need to build it, use the tape it spits out to tell the world you're open for business, and then convince any punks that show up to tell you where their boss is hiding. They did teach you all how to build from schematics up in that vault of yours, didn't they? You Vault boys and girls carry yourselves different, like you matter. Plus your Pip-Boy was a dead giveaway, but that's beside the point. You think you can work from these schematics? That's the spirit.
Hey, if you need a refresher...
What are you on about, Mordecai?
Hey, nah, I'm not bragging.
Oh, Mort, not the tape. Well, you find yourself... Of course, you're gonna need material. Throw some rations in there, too, so you don't starve. And so you know, you might have to break some of this scrap down for part. Now, you ready to get this... Hot dog. Just make sure. Oh, and on the topic of leaders, it's...
Glad to hear Vault-Tec actually took care of some of their people. You hear these rumors, right, about them just throwing folks to the wolves. Here's some rations and a fancy suit. Good luck. Well, don't you worry that smooth little face of yours. You are in good company now. Because around here, we look after one another. Now, what can I do for you? Listen, friend, you happen to be talking to the exact right person to fix your predicament. But if I'm gonna help you, I want something in return. Whoa, 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 not even remotely what I meant. Nah, you're gonna help me get rich. See, the folks who made it big off the... Now, I don't do shovels, what I collect. So, I'm selling what I've got between my ear holes, and you're gonna test it for me. I made these holotapes. Now, this set's all the info I dug up about that camp doohickey. All I'm asking is you give them a listen and let me know what you think. You will? Oh, thank you. I mean, thanks. Just come back once you've taken them out for a test drive. Now, there anything else you wanted to chat about? Some other time then.
Scorched so the ferals don't get you. Rads will. What are you doing up this late? Go get some shut-eye. Gotta wait a whole nother hour for that food to reheat.
Thanks for the help. Those were some hungry wolves. You could see it in their eyes. If you hadn't showed up, we'd be in real trouble.
Overseer's log, south of Vault 76. I knew this wasn't going to be the Appalachia I remembered, but mutated animals, haywire bots, and no people so far. We have to be ready to rebuild in what I can confirm is hostile territory. Fortunately, Vault-Tec was prepared. You see this? The cooking station, the stash box, the workbenches, all built with the camp. You need a home base out there. The construction and assembly mobile platform is designed to give you one. Just add resources, planning, and a little elbow grease. When you move your camp, everything you've built is stored, ready to be placed back down in the new area. Use this to establish a foothold whenever you're in unfamiliar territory. I've left my camp behind so you can use it. I know I'm breaking my own advice by not taking it with me. But after seeing Appalachia for myself, I need to make sure every resident of 76 has a safe haven they can start from. I'll make do without it. If it's still standing, the town of Flatwoods is further down this road. Find me there. This is the Overseer, signing off. Overseer's log, or should I say, direct communication. Because whoever is listening to this had the moxie to try to find out where I've gone. But I'm glad you did. Truth is, I need your help. I've been given a task and I've decided to break protocol and tell you what it is. Because if there's one thing I've learned in these past few years, it's that we need to rely on each other. There were 3 active nuclear silos in Appalachia before the bombs fell. They blew up the world before. We can't let it happen again. So we've got to locate and secure all of the silos. Or die trying. Hopefully the former. But it's been 25 years. I just don't know what we're gonna find out there. Or where to start. My directive was to go to the nearest population center and assess the situation. I'll set up a camp on the way once I get my bearings. Find me there.
Make yourself at home. I did.
Overseer's log, town of Flatwoods. My God. There's no one here. The old tavern, the church, people were using them for shelter, but they're gone. Mutations we expected. But there's something else. A disease. I was attacked by... Well, it used to be a person. But it had these green, glowing lesions, and its voice. Angry, tortured. We are one. One what? Whatever happened here is beyond anything we expected. And we expected a lot. Before they were wiped out, the survivors called themselves the Responders. Looks like they were made of firefighters, police, emergency medical staff. They even have an automated system to teach people about treating water, food, survival. I'm doing their tests, and you should too. I know it's even worse than we imagined, but someone's got to know where the missile silos are, and how to secure them. The responders are the best lead we have. This is the Overseer, signing off.
Little luck, you'll do just fine out there. Hey, volunteer. If you need supplies, Bob's got you covered. While you're here, why not grab a stim pack or two? That overseer lady said more people would be coming. It's nice to meet you.
Hi. Daza asked me if I would talk about, how I got here. She asked everybody, so I said okay. My name's Colonel, and I'm 13 years old. I just wanted to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything. The bombs and the messed up people and the cows with two heads and all of it. I was bad. Just bad. I cheated on my spelling test. I kicked Chip Wilkins in the shins until he cried. I pushed Rosie McCloy down the stairs. I cut holes in the bottom of all the gym shorts, and I put glue in the mashed potatoes in the cafeteria. I told Harold Newell to eat 10 dead flies a day in order to grow muscles, and I put Nuka-Cola in the rat cage water bottles at the pet store. And, I just wanted to say I'm sorry about everything. Because my dad said if I wasn't this way, the bad things would happen. I haven't seen Daddy since the bombs, and I guess he left because of that, too. It's okay. I'm trying to be good now, though. I'm not old enough to be a volunteer, but Dawson said I can help collect food and water, so I'm getting better, I promise. And
Interview 2, Reverend Delbert Winters. Hi, I'm Mitch.
Son of a... One tiny fist at a rat built.
is hot. Hello? Hello. This is Mort McCoy. And welcome to the first of Headmaster Mort's EduTapes. Today we're talking about your camp. Now, former Vault resident or someone who killed a Vault resident, let's start off with the basics. Placing your camp. When plunking down your camp, C-A-M-P, that's an acronym, for the first time, remember to... crap. Where did I... Oh, here we go. Remember to take the lay of the land. Consider the grade of the terrain, general defensibility, and proximity to your surroundings. Could that clipped edge be used to protect your flank? You bet your chops it could. Once you found the perfect spot, it's time to move on to the best part of working with your camp. Construction! Construction can be an intricate process, so a steady hand and an eye for detainment, details, damn I had to get that one wrong, an eye for details are a must. You should take a moment to familiarize yourself with the camp's patented intuitive construction interface. But don't worry, we'll cover construction in gory detail in the next of Headmaster Mort's EduTapes. So long. Bet your chops. Come on, Mort, what was that?
Automated warning to all responders. Sinister farmhands are out of control. Evacuate civilians. And take down those supervisors. Once they're dealt with, you'll have to reboot the server. Again.
Unidentified intruder detected.
Responder team, proceed to the Ag Center and get to the mainframe. You need to reach the parameters. That's how people safe in the area. Be careful.
potential source. Try scanning. Stand still. Your biological...
Overseer's, let's call these personal journals. Not an official log, just something from me. The Agricultural Center, one of my first posts with Vault-Tec. I was so excited because I used to come to this same farm when I was a kid. I remember one year at the Autumn Festival, me running through the corn maze, going every which way, Mom and Dad yelling after me to slow down. Wasn't gonna happen. I guess I was always hitting life fast. Couldn't just be a pioneer scout. I had to make troop leader. Couldn't just be a good student. I had to have straight A's. God, I miss those early days. Just being a kid. The three of us, our simple life, our simple house. I wonder if it's still standing.
for this. Ram's delivery service. Same day. Maybe. Or not. You never know. Maybe. Maybe all of this is a dream?
Dasa has asked us all to document our stories for posterity, you know. Seems like a fine idea. So, hi, I am Kesha Mitchell. When the bombs fell, I was in Watoga, coordinating a statewide science fair for that year's high school kids. And the theme was the future of energy. After the bombs, everything was pretty chaotic. Scavenging for food and fighting off rabid survivors. Oh, it was just a bad time all around. I found a couple of surviving kids from the high school whose parents didn't make it. And we holed up in a house in town for a while. After a bit, I was able to solder the circuitry in an old radio, and we tuned into a broadcast from the responders. Oh, we were overjoyed. The trip from Watoga to Flatwoods, it was rough, mind you. The kids and I ran into a group of assholes in the mountains who stole our food and water. I can't tell you how happy I was to find the responders in Flatwoods. Tents for everyone, open kitchens, medical supplies, protection. We were safe. They had a problem, though. Their water sources were contaminated heavily. People were boiling water, but not long enough to make it safe. So, I stepped up and I said, I'll build a testing kit to monitor the contamination